The Economic Survey 2026 is one of the most important official documents released by the Government of India every year. It acts as a comprehensive report card of the Indian economy and provides a clear picture of economic performance, challenges, opportunities, and future policy directions. It is released just before the Union Budget. The Economic Survey plays a crucial role in shaping fiscal decisions and long-term economic planning. What is the Economic Survey? The Economic Survey is an annual document prepared by the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance under the supervision of the Chief Economic Advisor of India. It presents a detailed analysis of the Indian economy's performance during the previous financial year. Features of the Economic Survey. Economic Survey 2026 provides a comprehensive analysis of India's economic performance including growth, inflation, employment and fiscal trends. It evaluates sector-wise performance such as agriculture, industry, services and infrastructure. It is released every year before the Union Budget to provide an economic background for policy formulation. The document is data-driven and analytical in nature, based on official statistics and economic indicators. It reviews government policies and reforms while suggesting future economic strategies. The Economic Survey serves as an important reference for policymakers and researchers. Economic Survey 2026 History. The Economic Survey was first presented in 1950-51 as a part of the Union Budget document to provide an overview of India's economic performance. However, in 1964 it was separated from the budget and began to be presented as an independent document. This change was introduced to ensure a more detailed and objective review of economic developments before the presentation of the Union Budget. The separation allowed policymakers and Parliament to analyze economic trends, challenges and opportunities in advance, thereby enabling better informed fiscal decisions. In line with this tradition, the Economic Survey 2026 has been released on 29 January 26 before the Union Budget 26-27, which will be presented on 1st February 2026. Economic Survey 2026 Key Highlights. The Economic Survey 2026 highlights India's continued macroeconomic resilience with financial year 26 real GDP growth estimated at 7.4%, low inflation, improved fiscal consolidation and a strong banking and external sector despite global uncertainties. It undergoes structural transformation driven by robust service growth, manufacturing revival, infrastructure expansion, digital and financial inclusion, poverty reduction and a long-term vision of strategic resilience and strategic indispensability under the Viksit Bharat 2047 framework. Overall state of the economy. India remained the fastest growing major economy for the fourth consecutive year despite global headwinds such as geopolitical tensions, trade fragmentation and financial instability. As per first advance estimate, real GDP growth for financial year 26 is projected at 7.4% while GVA growth is estimated at 7.3%, indicating broad-based economic expansion. Potential growth rate of the Indian economy is set at around 7%, with financial year 27 real GDP growth projected between 6.8 to 7.2%. Consumption and investment. Private final consumption expenditure grew by 7% in financial year 26, reaching 61.5% of GDP, the highest level since 2012, reflecting strong domestic demand. Rural consumption improved due to a good agricultural performance, while urban demand was supported by stable employment and tax rationalization. Gross fixed capital formation rose by 7.8%, remaining steady at 30% of GDP, driven by sustained public capital expenditure and revival of private investment. Fiscal development. Centre's revenue receipt increased to 9.2% of GDP in financial year 25, up from the pre-pandemic average of about 8.5%, reflecting improved tax buoyancy. The direct tax base expanded with income tax returns filers increasing from 6.9 crore in financial year 22 to 9.2 crore in financial year 25, indicating better compliance and formalization. Gross GST collections during April to December 2025 stood at Rs 17.4 lakh crore, registering a 6.7% year-on-year growth. Effective capital expenditure of the center rose to about 4% of GDP in financial year 25, reinforcing growth through infrastructure creation. India reduced its general government debt to GDP ratio by 7.1 percentage points since 2020 while maintaining high public investment. Monetary management and banking sector. The banking system showed strong resilience with gross NPA declining to 2.2% in September 2025, a multi-decadal low. Net NPA declined further to 0.5%, reflecting improved asset quality and stronger balance sheets. Credit growth of scheduled commercial banks accelerated to 14.5% year-on-year by December 2025, supporting economic activity, financial inclusion and capital markets. Under PM Jan Dhan Yojana, 55.02 crore bank accounts were opened by March 2025, with 36.63 crore accounts in rural and semi-urban areas. The number of unique investors crossed 12 crore in September 2025, with nearly 25% being women, highlighting widening financial participation. Mutual fund penetration expanded beyond metros, with a growing share of investors from non-Tier 1 and 2 cities. GIFT City is emerging as an international financial hub, helping channel global capital into India. External sector performance. India's share in global merchandise export nearly doubled from 1% in 2005 to 1.8% in 2024, while services export share rose from 2% to 4.3%. Total exports reached a record $825.3 billion in financial year 25, driven mainly by services exports. Services exports touched an all-time high of $387.6 billion, growing by 13.6%. India remained the largest recipient of remittances globally, with inflows of $135.4 billion in financial year 25. Foreign exchange reserve rose to $701.4 billion January 2026, providing import cover of about 11 months and covering 94% of external debt. Inflation trends. India recorded the lowest average CPI inflation, 1.7% for April-December 2025 since the beginning of the CPI series. The sharp decline in inflation was mainly due to moderation in food and fuel prices, strengthening household purchasing power. Agriculture and allied sectors. Food grain production reached 3,577.3 LMT in annual year 24-25, an increase of 254.3 LMT over the previous year. Horticulture, contributing about one-third of agricultural GVA, produced 362.08 metric tons, surpassing food grain output. Livestock and fishery sectors showed strong long-term growth, reflecting diversification of rural incomes. Under PM Kisan, more than 4.09 lakh crore has been transferred to farmers, strengthening income support. E-NAME enhanced price discovery by integrating farmers, traders, and FPOs across states. Services sector. Services accounted for 53.6% of GDP and 56.4% of GVA, the highest ever, reflecting India's shift toward a service-led economy. India emerged as the seventh largest service exporter globally, driven by IT, business services, and digitally delivered services. The services sector attracted over 80% of total FDI inflows during financial year 23-25. Industry and manufacturing. Industry GVA grew by 7% in financial year 26 despite global slowdown pressures. Manufacturing GVA accelerated to 7.72% in quarter 1 and 9.13% in quarter 2, financial year 26, indicating a structural recovery. PLI schemes across 14 sectors attracted over Rs 2 lakh crore in investment, generated Rs 18.7 lakh crore in output, and created 12.6 lakh jobs. The India Semiconductor Mission advanced domestic manufacturing with Rs 1.6 lakh crore investment across 10 projects. Infrastructure and connectivity. Central government capital expenditure increased over 4 times since financial year 18, reaching Rs 11.21 lakh crore in financial year 26. High-speed highway corridors expanded nearly tenfold to 5,364 km. Railway network expanded with near total electrification 99.1%. India became the third largest domestic aviation market, with airports increasing for 74 2014 to 164 2025. Power sector reforms led to DISCOMs recording a positive PAT of Rs 2,701 crore in financial year 25 for the first time. Social sector, education, health and employment. School enrollment improved, with GERs exceeding 90% at primary and upper primary levels. Expansion of premier institutions, 23 IITs, 21 IIMs and 20 AIMS, including overseas IIT campuses. India achieved faster reduction in maternal and child mortality than global averages since 1990. Employment stood at 56.2 crore persons in quarter 2 financial year 26, with new job creation supported by manufacturing and services. E-Shram portal registered over 31 crore unorganized workers, with women forming 54%. Poverty reduction and rural development. Multidimensional Poverty Index (MPI) declined sharply from 55.3% 2005-6 to 11.28% 22-23. Social services expenditure increased to 7.9% of GDP in financial year 26. Swamitva scheme improved rural asset ownership through drone-based property mapping. Strategic vision from Swadeshi to strategic indispensability. The survey advocates disciplined Swadeshi through a three-tier framework focusing on strategic urgency, feasibility, and cost effectiveness, emphasizes reducing input cost, strengthening advanced manufacturing, and integrating India into global value chains. The long-term goal is to make India strategically indispensable in the global economic system. Why is the Economic Survey 2026 released before the Union Budget? The Economic Survey 2026 is released before the Union Budget to provide a detailed review of India's economic performance and trends. It helps policymakers and Parliament understand the current economic situation and challenges. The survey acts as a guide for budget formulation and prioritizing government spending. Releasing it beforehand ensure informed decision making and transparency in fiscal planning. Difference between Union Budget and Economic Survey. The Economic Survey is an analytical document that reviews India's economic performance and provides policy insights, while the Union Budget is a financial instrument outlining government revenue, expenditure, and fiscal priorities. The survey is presented before the budget to guide policy decision. Together, they provide a complete picture of India's economic strategy and planning.